Good evening, students. Today we will discuss about how to join or concatenate NumPy arrays. Student, joining means combining contents of two or more arrays in a single array. Sometimes we need to join two or more existing arrays and produce a single array. For this purpose, Python provides several join functions that can be used to join or combine two or more arrays. First of all, just consider the examples or how it is benefited to us. Now here there is two arrays, namely array 1 and array 2. Array 1 has 3 elements having 1, 2 and 3. Similarly, array 2 has also 3 elements, that is 4, 5 and 6. Now array 1 is one array and array 2 is another array. Now if we want to combine both the array to produce the single array, to here the array 3, you see when it is combined, then result will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That means array 3 has 6 elements. This is combined horizontally. Similarly, we can also combine it vertically. And when we vertically combine it, then the result will be like array 4. 1, 2, 3 first rows and 4, 5, 6 is the second row. So this can be happened when joining NumPy array. So now basically in this session we will discuss about the two functions. One is the concatenate function and another one hstack and vstack. Hstack, that is horizontal stack, and vstack, that is vertical stack. Now first of all we will discuss about concatenate function. Concatenate means combining existing arrays using concatenate function. Basically, concatenate function is used to combine or join two or more arrays of the same shape along a specified axis. The axis is important. Like in SQL, we join two tables based on a key, but in NumPy, we join arrays by axis. Basically, concatenate function can be used to combine two arrays either row-wise or column-wise. These functions can take two or more arrays of the same shape, and by default it combines row-wise, that is axis. That means axis specified either 0 or 1. So if axis is not passed, it is taken as 0. And also we pass a sequence of arrays that we want to join to the concatenate along with the axis. So simply we can say the concatenate function just combines two or more arrays having the same shape and on the basis of axis. You know very well about the axis. Now just consider the syntax. The syntax is numpy dot concatenate is the function name and array name 1, array name 2. You can also use the sequence of arrays, array 3, array 4 likewise, and axis is optional. If axis is not specified, then by default axis is 0. Now in this syntax, array name 1, array name 2 is sequence of arrays of the same type, and axis along which array have to be joined, and by default it is 0. Axis is specified as 0 or 1 along which arrays have to be joined. If it is omitted, axis is assumed as 0 and arrays are joined along with rows. If axis is specified as 1, then arrays are joined on axis 1, that means along the columns. This is the very important point. That means if axis is specified as 0 or omitted, then the arrays is combined by rows, and if axis is specified as 1, then array is combined with columns. Now consider the example. Here the first statement is import numpy as np. That means the numpy module is imported as the variable np. So now onwards we can use np instead of numpy. Now here a1, that is the variable of array 1, a1 equals to np dot array 10, 20, 30. That means with this statement what happened? An array is created having the name a1 and consisting 3 elements, that is 10, 20 and 30. Now in the next statement, the another array is created having name a2 and contains 3 elements, that is 40, 50 and 60. Now when we combined these two arrays, then here the another statement is a equals to, here a we specify as capital A, np dot can concatenate. Now array name 1, that is a1, comma array name 2, that is a2. Now a2 is concatenated with a1 array. Here the axis is omitted, so that if axis is omitted, what happened? The array is joined row wise. So whenever we print a after combining this one, then the result will be 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. Means now you have 3 arrays. One array having a1 consisting 3 elements, that is 10, 20 and 30. Another array, that is a2, having 3 elements also, that is 40, 50 and 60. And the another array, that is a, the combination of a1 and a2 arrays, and that is why the array consisting 6 elements, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 and 60. Now consider another example. Now example 2. Here import numpy as np. Here once again we create two arrays. A1 numpy.array 10, 20, 30, 40. It means here the nested list is specified so that the two-dimensional array is created in A1 and the consisting of two rows, two columns, and the value is just you see in the table 10, 20, 30, 40 first. The second array is created as A2 and this is also two-dimensional array and the consisting value 50, 60, 70, 80 just in the A2 table. Now when we pass the statement like A equals to np.concatenate A1, A2 and here we specify axis equals to 1 and whenever you print A the result will be 10, 20, 50, 60 because whenever you specify the axis to 1 then it is combined as column wise so that 10, 20 is the first array that is A1 and the first rows of array 2 is 50, 60 so that the another two-dimensional array is created having four columns 10, 20, 50, 60 and second rows that is 30, 40, 70 and 80. I think you understand this one. Now move to another example. In this example the same two arrays is combined by axis 0 and when we combine it axis 0 that means the combination is row by then you see the result here 10, 20 first row then second row 30 and 40 first array and then the array 2 that is 50, 60 and 70, 80 and in such a way by using concatenate function you can combine array two or more arrays and produce a single array. Here the important thing is specifying axis. Axis can be specified to combine two arrays either column wise or row wise. Now move to next. Now combining existing arrays using a stack function. Student, stacking is same as concatenation, but the only difference is that stacking is done along a new axis. We can concatenate two one-dimensional arrays along the second axis which could result in putting them one over the other, that is stacking. Now the syntax is numpy.stack array name 1, array name 2 and axis. Same syntax as concatenate. For example, here we create two array. First one A1 consisting of three elements, that's 10, 20 and 30, and A2 consisting three elements also 40, 50, 60. Now when we pass the statement like A equals to np.stack A1, A2 and axis equals to 1, then the result will be 10, 40. The array 1 first element, that is 10, first rows, first column, and array 2 first rows, first column 40. So that 10, 40. Then the 20, 50, and 30, 60. Now move to next. Now combining existing arrays using hstack function. Actually, this function combines existing arrays horizontally. That means stack along row wise. So whenever you use a stack function, then axis is necessary in the syntax. But hstack functions, the axis is not necessary. The reason behind it, because these functions combined the two arrays horizontally. So that consider the example. Here import numpy as np. A1 equals to np dot array 10, 20, 30, and another array has 3 element also 40, 50, 60. Now when you pass a equals to np dot hstack array 1, that is A1, and array 2, that is A2, then these two arrays are combined and horizontally means row wise, so that the result will be the 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. That means the new array created as A by combining the previously two arrays, that is A1 and A2, and having 6 elements 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, and 60. Now in such a way you can combine two arrays horizontally. Similarly, you can also combine two arrays vertically, and for this purpose just we combining existing arrays using vstack functions. Here v means vertical, stack means just combined one after other. Like the hstack functions, the vstack functions also combined existing arrays but vertically, means on the basis of columns. The syntax is almost same. Numpy dot vstack array name 1, array name 2. Now consider the example. Import numpy as np. Here once again we create two array, A1 having 3 elements 10, 20, 30, and another array, that is A2, having 3 elements, that is 40, 50, 60. And when we pass the statement like A equals to np dot vstack array 1, that is A1, array 2, that is A2, then the array 1 and array 2 is combined vertically, and so that the elements of array 1, that is 10, 20, and 30, is stored as the first row of the array A, that is 10, 20, 30, and the next array A2 at 40, 50, 60 is as the second rows. If you want to specify array name A2 first, then A1, then what happened? Then 40, 50, 60 is created as row 1 and 10, 20, 30 as created row 2. Now one new functions also, in fact this one is not in your syllabus, but you can also use another functions, that is dstack function. Whenever you use dstack, D stands for depth functions, then the array is combined along with their height, and which is same as the depth. Now consider the example. A1 np dot array 10, 20, 30, and n2 is 40, 50, 60. We in all examples we take same array for better understanding for you, you can change the elements and value of array accordingly. Now A equals to np dot d stack a1 a2. So this one is similar to, the result will be the similar to the stack functions. So now the result will be 10 40 means first array first element and second array first element. It makes one row, that is 10 40, then 20 50, then 30 60. Likewise, now you are able to combine two or more arrays to produce single arrays by utilizing concatenate function, then hstack function, then vstack function, and also dstack function. I think you understand very well. Now that's the end of this session. Thank you and have a nice day.